Today I'm going to speak to you on pornography, its impact on children and young people in the UK. A large amount of pornography is available online with little or no protections to ensure that those accessing it are old enough to do so. 2022-23 Dignify School Survey found that 12 was the average age of a child when they first viewed porn. The widespread access to pornography via smartphones and tablets means that young people are learning about sex and love from commercial porn performers in a way most parents would find abhorrent. Violence, aggression, and sexual assault against women are the norm in at least 90% of the videos freely available. Even the briefest of internet searches for pornography will throw up scenes of violence and degradation. This can give very skewed impression as to what grown-up relationships should be. David Wright, director of UK Safer Internet Centres, said, "The impact that pornography can have on children and young people can have serious implications as to how they view sexual behavior and can go on to affect how they form their own relationships. There are widespread concerns the way this is impacting the young people to understand healthy relationships, sex and consent. Half of parents worry that online pornography is giving their kids an unrealistic view of sex, and more than half of moms fear it gives their kids a poor portrayal of women." The head teacher of one school involved in the survey said, "The impact of violent pornography on her pupils is so severe that they have used special training to respond to a large rise in reports of sexual abuse." Barnardo's, the national children's charity in the UK, said, "Children are participating in acts they have seen in pornographic videos despite feeling uncomfortable or scared." A review by the school's inspectorate concluded that sexual harassment has become normalized for young people in schools, online, and in other unsupervised spaces including parks and house parties. School children have told Ofsted inspectors that sexual harassment and online sexual abuse are such a routine part of their daily lives that they don't see any point in challenging or reporting it. The report was carried out after the Everyone's Invited campaign published testimony from thousands of victims of sexual abuse in schools. Speaking to The Guardian on condition of anonymity, the head teacher said, "Schools are picking up the pieces of the harm done by the porn industry. We saw the number of students reporting sexual assault, and at first we didn't know why. And then, working with a charity called Dignify, I began to learn about the impact porn was having on our students." The correlation between sexual abuse and watching porn is very high. The majority of what they see is violent. Helen Roberts, the CEO of Dignify, said, "It is impossible to tackle the behaviors of sexual harassment in schools without talking about the harmful impact pornography is having on children and young people." A report from the Children's Commissioner for England also highlighted the violent nature of much of the pornography that children are reporting, seeing at a young age. You have 12-year-olds who think choking is normal as part of kissing someone. Miranda Howarth, a professor at Middlesex University, points out that If we start teaching kids about equality and respect when they are 5 or 6 years old, by the time they encounter porn in their teens, they will be able to pick out and see the lack of respect and emotion that porn gives us. They'll be better equipped to deal with what they are being presented with. Measures to deal with pornography are included in the Online Safety Bill, which is due to become law this year in the United Kingdom. It will require legal pornography sites to ensure that children cannot access the services on social media sites and search engines. Secretary of State Michelle Donnellan, in an open letter to parents, carers and guardians, said, "We have already seen too many innocent childhood destroyed by this kind of content, and I am determined to put these vital protections for your children and loved ones into law as quickly as possible." Dolph Zillman, a psychologist, said, "The values expressed in pornography clash so obviously with the family concept, and they potentially undermine the traditional values that favor marriage, family, and children."